Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video in the garage. Today I have a rare day off from work and it's coming to the end of October. Check this out. The sun is shining. The sun's in the sky. Blue skies. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to service the Kuga. Service is due at 90,000 miles. The light's been flashing on for a few miles now, and we're currently at 96,000. So it's long overdue. Looking for a full service kit: oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, pollen filter. It's got a new sump plug and 6 litres of oil. I've just drained the oil, and thought I'd bring you guys along for the adventure. So let's go and get to it. So this Kuga here is not unfamiliar to the channel. 2017. 2 litre TDI. It's the ST line X model. We're doing effectively a 90,000 mile service. I've got up on stands, I've got the oil draining, and I do need to clean up some of the spilt oil because well, the wind blew and blew it all over the floor, so it's not the end of the world. Under trays come off. It's held together with a few Torx, and then the sump plug is out as well. So in the packet there I've got a new sump plug, and in the box there I've got all of the service kit. So next thing is to get the oil filter out, then I can put the sump plug back in once all the oil's drained out, and then start looking at refilling everything. I've got fuel filter under here, air filter there. The pollen filter I think is inside the car underneath the dashboard. But yeah, lots to do, and I've got maybe a top up the coolant a little bit. Screen wash is definitely empty, but yeah, we're going on a bit of a road trip the weekend, so this is a long overdue, as I say. It needs doing, so let's just get it done and enjoy the sun. Right, engine oil filter has been replaced, new sump plug fitted, and it's got a quite cool design here. It goes at 90 degrees with an R clip to hold it in place. So the R clip in place, you can't really turn that, which is great. So now the under tray actually can go back on because there's nothing else to do under here. There is a bit of dampness around the gearbox, which was there last time with the service. It doesn't look like it's got any worse, which is great. Belt's in pretty good condition, and under here I'm actually pretty pleased with overall. So yeah, I'll move this oil drum because I'm no doubt going to spill some more of that, and the oil is sprayed all over the place. So I'll brake clean all that and brush the stones and stuff around, and hopefully no one will notice. Maybe. Right, under trays back on. Let's get the top. With the engine cover off, you can see it clearly. So engine cover just comes on with these poppers onto here, and one over here somewhere. I think 4 points on there and there. So that just pops on. So fuel filter underneath this cover, which I think is an 8mm. And then air filters under there, which is like a 6mm. So 1 screw, 2 screw, 3 screw, and then 4 screws down the side. That will lift up, air filter can go in there. This has got the cover that comes off, and it's got connectors, and I think it's got a spin-on cap with a feed and a return. So yeah, that's a little bit more tricky, but I should go through that in a second. Air filter is pretty straightforward, and then it's oil in and start the car up. disgusting thing. So it's had well overdue, as I say. So obviously before and after is significantly different. So you can see the air filter, it actually goes onto the pipe here, just to connect into the engine. And on the back here, it has a little lip, just showing the old one, which hopefully you can see, and actually sits in a recess, so it doesn't move back, and that creates the back of the box. So you've got, the box comes round 3 sides, this is now the back, and obviously it sits in this little housing. It's a little bit fiddly to put on. I probably won't do it one-handed, but ultimately that's pretty much how it sits. You can see the back, that is the back of the air filter, which is obviously now the back of this filter housing. Air filter secure back on, and I'll turn my attention to the fuel filter. So this cover comes off, 1 bolt here, 1 bolt there, and 1 should be there, which appears to be missing, which is interesting. So the 3 bolts come out, and then this plug comes off, and then I'll have a look once the cover's off. Yep. Okay, that's all cleaned out, all the sediment's gone. I think it's a little bit short. Okay, 3 bolts, new filter in. The last thing to do is to change this rubber seal. Have a new one in the box, and then that can get screwed back on. This plug can go back on. This plug's already back on. 2 pipes, and then we can fill the car with oil and crank her over. Right, this is all back together now. Slight issue with the oil or the O-ring. It was a little bit too small, and actually leaking from the ring. So I've put the old one back in for now, and it's sealed up the joint, which is great. A bit frustrating when you buy a new part, but anyway, new filter's in there. Old seal, it's not leaking, which is great. So the cover's back on. I need to get the car off the ramps onto the level ground, dip the oil, and then top up accordingly. Top up the antifreeze and screen wash, and the service is complete. Oh, pollen filter, oh gosh. Apart from the pollen filter, service is complete. Oil change required. I appreciate that, I know that's happening. So ignition off, and then I want to put the ignition on, and don't put my foot on the clutch to start the car. Instead put my foot on the throttle and the brake. So I'll ignition button on once, clutch, accelerator and brake. Service oil reset in progress. You keep these pedals held down. See, the pedals are still held to the floor. It's in progress, in progress. And this should hopefully in a second say done. Complete, there we go. And then I take my foot off the brake and the accelerator. Ignition off. And ignition back on. Press the clutch to start, but it doesn't come up the warning light for engine service. So, clutch on the floor, start the car, and seatbelt info. Wow, look at that, all sorted. So that is the service now complete on the car. Time to go have some lunch, and I'm going to sit in the garden with the wife. just loving life. This is great. Sun's still shining, everything's great. Service is done, fluids are topped up, and now ready for our road trip next week. I'm very, very excited for that one. All right, okay, you caught me. Pollen filter or cabin filter. Let's go fit it in the car. Right hand drive cars. I'm gonna go to the passenger side of the vehicle, and there's a bit of a tray underneath, which is this, held on by two little screws on two studs. One here and one here. They just squeeze and pull down, the trim comes off. And back here is the pollen filter. Mark 1 Kugas, you have to remove the body control module or the fuse box holder and all the relays. That comes out, a bracket comes out. This is a Mark 2. So they've got squeeze clips on the side. I cannot do this one-handed, but you need to there you go. See here? Squeeze those. That comes out. And you imagine, oh, look at that. It just pops out. So it locates to the top, squeezes out. Now I'll just grab the pollen filter and drag it out. Although this would be easier with two hands. And it's out. Okay. So it's pretty disgusting. That obviously filters the air going into the vehicle. I'll show you the new one. You can see it is significantly cleaner. But yeah, that just goes back in the housing, secures in the clip, and we are done. Right, the new filter's in, that piece of trim is on. Last thing are these clips, as I say, to get them off you squeeze them, and to get them on I think you just either twist them to screw them up the threads or just push them up like that. That is now secure, other than a little hoover in here because it's pretty disgusting. That is done. And now I can safely say the service is complete. Oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, pollen filter, oil change, reset the service light, now ready for another 10,000 miles. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. The Kuga is serviced once again. We're ready for our road trip next week, which, as I say, very much looking forward to. Now it's time to get back on to Miss Minnie and get this car sorted for Gemma. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and other videos, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and if you want to, I'll see you again. I look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.